The year I finished second in Defensive Player of the Year award, the guy who won didn't even make first team all defense.
That doesn't make sense.
That's not even possible. Yeah.
And I also had an opportunity too I would have been the first unanimous MVP where I got all 120 votes, but I got 119.
Yeah.
Do you know who the one vote
Yeah,
was?
I know.
Carmelo.
There was the one vote he voted for Carmelo,
It
but
was a writer in New York, wasn't it?
No, it was a writer from Boston.
Boston.
Of course.
Boston gonna Boston.
Of course.
But
I know his name too, but I ain't gonna give him that light just yet. I'm wait for the doc on that one.
but the media votes on these awards, and like, it's. I don't know if it's a perfect way to do it because humans have bias, but
It's like non-players that vote on
exactly.
athletes.
So why they voting? That doesn't make sense.
So that's my point. I agree.
I don't
with
know the answer. I don't know what it should be, but why they voting? If you're not watching the game, you're not studying the game, you're not listening to the peers of the game too. That's like really telling you like, he's the best player. That's the best album.
The one thing that's going to be crazy in the NBA to me, we're a guy who we clearly agree, all of us, that he is the MVP and he plays 63 games.
Oh.
And the person who ends up winning it, that's a weird feeling. Like, I'm going to get the trophy, but I know this guy should have won, but he only not going to win because he missed 2 games. But the world is like, as a man, you almost want to go, man, that's that man's trophy, man. I don't even want this trophy.
Yeah, I mean, the guy that played 64 games and maybe got injured and didn't meet the 65 game criteria, he loses it because he got hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah, like we were saying, Trav, like your album was the one everybody loved.
I think anytime any one of us is winning, I think it's dope. I have no idea. I just want to continue making like the best music possible. What was rap 50 years ago isn't going to be rap the new 50 years, right? We celebrate 50 years of rap. There's a new 50 years of rap coming. There's a new 50 years of music coming. There's a new 50, years style of play basketball. You got Wemby 8'1". This guy can be a point guard.
He said he 8'1".
And I feel like, sometimes things get stuck in like old ways. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with people winning. I just think it needs to be like obvious understanding.
Like what, Trav? What you think would be the obvious understanding?
Like this big, like, I sold out SoFi this year, right? I didn't know I was the only rapper to do that, but that's crazy. When people go back in time, like 10 years from now, when we not gonna remember this moment, they gotta go through the catalog to figure out what's going on.